Coach Perry, welcome back to Ohio. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, you and Willie chopping it up a little bit?
Chopping it up, yeah, that's my dude.
He's funny. He dresses like a roofer, though.
Yeah, we're Phillies fans.
You guys are, well, I mean, you have to be, right?
Yeah.
Your cousin is the catcher for the Phillies.
Yep.
Your mom, his mom,
Sisters.
and John is their older brother?
No, he's the second brother.
Second brother,
Yep.
okay. So, I'll tell you what, shout out to the Phillies.
Yeah.
They made the World Series.
One short.
That's how it goes.
Nah, we're either win or nothing.
Oh, win or nothing. Would you tell him that?
Yeah, I'd tell him.
I love it.
Yeah.
You like winning.
Oh yeah.
Coming to the Ironman. This is where the top talent is. This is the best tournament in the country. When you guys come here, I talked to Coach Harrisman, talked to Coach Gear, mid-major schools, right?
Yeah.
Little Rock, Clarion. They don't feel like, hold on, check that. They feel like they can get top-level recruits.
Mm-hmm.
You guys expect top-level recruits, and that's the only expectation you have.
Yeah, I think right here it's a good judgment for these high school kids early in the year. You find out, really where you're at. We have Braden Thompson here, Christian Carroll was, but he didn't end up wrestling. But a lot of our guys we've already signed. Barrett Jordan are committed, Barrett's committed, and Sam Smith, Cale Hughes, all those guys. We find out where they're at right now, and then we go from there. We kind of give them a process, know where we got to go. For the rest of the year, it doesn't mean anything really, but you can find a lot of young talent here is what I really look at. Freshman, sophomore class, junior, senior class, by now kind of where a lot of them are at or you've already committed.
How much do you love seeing Stillwater come here? You know what you got locally, and then they can come here and they can kind of flex on the rest of the country.
Yeah, I think, me being from Stillwater High, this is a big part of what we wanted was to be able to do this in high school. I didn't get to do this. They wouldn't let us. There was rules. I didn't have the team. Didn't have those things. So this kind of gives us that exposure. In Oklahoma, it's a little different. We got Broken Arrow. We got Edmond Norse, the Mustangs in the past, Bixby now. And they've allowed Oklahoma to kind of come out here and put our name on the board and find out where these kids are in the state of Oklahoma and compete year round. These East Coast schools, Pennsylvania and Ohio, it's a different level of mat wrestling. And that's a big thing that we notice is gets us exposed to mat wrestling. I think they're at a little higher level of mat wrestling on top, Pennsylvania, and most states. So it really exposes us to find out where we need to go.
Iowa won an NCAA title with essentially a PA lineup, a heavy PA lineup, let's just say that, right? You guys have always recruited PA really well. Dakota transferred, obviously, Tigmore, just on top of my head, Coleman, right? You guys have always done a really good job in Pennsylvania, getting into Pennsylvania, kind of like how Iowa got into them. Can you guys break back into Pennsylvania and start getting the guys?
I think so. I think we kind of mixed it up now. It's always going to be harder with Penn State being right there, right? We always go after the number ones. Why wouldn't you? If you're not doing that, you're not trying to win. And I think this last recruiting class is big for us. Got into Illinois, got Braden Thompson out of there, got Christian Carroll out of Indiana, got AJ He, got Oklahoma now. We should be up there for one of the top recruiting classes. And we're young right now. I think Dustin Plott's class was my first recruiting class, and they were number one in the country with that group, with Masters and Ferraris and that group in that recruiting class. So that group's a sophomore now. So when they're about juniors, seniors will have another number one right there with them, so it should be fun to mix it up with.
D1 match of the year so far, Kel Voinovich. No, sorry, not Kel Voinovich. Victor Voinovich, I apologize. Victor Voinovich, huge win, come from behind, 15-13. The guy's got a motor. I'm an Ohio homer. How high are you guys on Victor?
Real high. Again, like I said, he was number one in the country at one point. It makes a difference when you get top kids in the country. They know how to win. They know how to wrestle from behind. They know what they got to do when they're losing. And I think that's the difference. He's only, doing that as a freshman is the difference. That's what shows a lot of potential. Doing that as a junior, then you kind of expect it a little bit, Seeing it from a freshman's like, all right, we got some big things coming. And time will tell with him. I think he's finding his groove. He's at the toughest weight class in the country, I think. 49. I think it's deep. There's 12 seniors, and pretty good talent. But he will be in every match. He's always going to be in every match. He's competitive. He knows wrestling. He knows positions. He knows what he's got to do. I think a little bit with him is it just let it fly. You're a freshman. Go for it. You lose, you win, but you got to go for it. And I think you're not going to steal matches from guys. not when there's 12 seniors. They've been in the game. They're older, 23, 24 years old. You're not going to go take a match from them. And I think he learned that last week, wrestling against Minnesota's guy, tough kid, 6-year senior, and the guy just timed his shot and countered him. You're going to have to go out there and you're going to have to make him wrestle and turn it and do a high-scoring shootout like you did at Lehigh.
Last year, riddled with injuries. You guys lose AJ. AJ's not on the team anymore. And then, obviously, Whitlake. That's a huge one.
Yep.
And then maybe some guys, don't All-American. And then Plott comes through, punches through with a bad shoulder, gets the job done. But not everybody was able to do that. And you guys normally, there's some 50-50s you don't get.
Yeah.
What do you guys got to do to get 8, 10, where you need to be with the All-Americans and guys who are contending for title?
I think, this year we're still kind of recovering from losing AJ, right? I mean, he was a 97-pound big piece. We brought Serber down. We got Doucette in the lineup. These young guys, the COVID year, obviously having 7th-year seniors you're competing against last year, made it a lot harder year to win for some of those younger guys. And we had 6 freshmen in the lineup last year. And I think that's a big deal. Is that as we get older, we gotta get these guys on the podium. Some of them like Servers, sliding Voinovich in there, and Wyatt Sheets is back. He fell on Carter last year in the backside, and then you got guys like Whitlake. They got to get back on the podium. We lost Whitlake to a knee injury. Just staying healthy, competing, getting these top guys in there. I mean, Mastro getting in there now. He's a sophomore. Got a little experience under his belt, and he fell on McKee. So we fell on a lot of tough guys last year in the backside, to be honest with you. I mean, you break it down, I think every guy we hit in the backside ended up placing. And it, just no excuses, but just getting ready for that. When you do fall on the backside, it can be anybody. You can have a returning national champ Carr in the backside.
Yeah, I mean, Sheets is the 33rd guy the year before takes 8th, right? I mean, we know he's got guts.
We lost an overtime to it.
Yeah, we know that guy can wrestle. And he's got guts.
Yeah,
right. Did it with a torn ACL.
Yeah.
Well, he was supposed to be at the NCAA tournament the year before, places, right?
Exactly.
33rd guy, right?
He had Ryan Deacon first round back-to-back years. So and then has Carr. So he had Carr and Deacon.
That's who Wyatt Sheets had last year.
Yeah, and they lost in overtime to Carr on the backside. So he's a tough kid.
That's a bad draw.
Yeah.
Let's just call it that.
Yeah. Well, you got to perform during the year. I think that's important in what we're preaching to him right now. We can't take bad losses. You can't have slides now that you're a 6-year senior, 5 matches in a row.
Yeah. Okay. I see a busted ear here. It looks like someone's been scrapping.
Not much. Spike ball, maybe.
That's fine. No, I heard you're horrible.
No, I'm the best.
Well, they clowned you in that thing.
Well, they're lying.
They're clowned.
It's because I'm the most dangerous person there, and they know it. At 33 years old.
They said Dayton's the best. Okay. How many kids?
I have 1.
Give me a goal. Give me a number. How many are we going for?
3.
I'll give you 5.
No, can't go 5. Can't go 5.
Do you got anything else for me?
Nope. Decided go Pokes.
Thank you for the time. Good luck to you guys.
Yep, thanks.